Welcome back to Untitled Label, where we strive for greatness through optimization. Before we get into today's video, I want to take a second to say thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. So at the time of this video, I'm 32, and I am, I take a lot of I say decent financial risk at my age. What do I mean by that? I invest in crypto. It's a joke, but it's not really a joke because I really have faith. Anyways, but I learned about starting business, using business, taking risk, early stages of risk at about college, starting out in college. That's when I started out with Fresh Baked Goods, and that's when I really started to learn about the aspect of having a business and what all it entails. I've graduated since then and learned more about taxes, so I'm kind of piecing it all together. I'm working on my advertising right now. But no, I'm taking very different avenues to learn how to properly operate a business. And this, including this Untitled Label, this is one of the ways I am doing that. So you have to learn how to take risk. Start by learning about a business. Like I said, it can be something that you enjoy doing, a hobby. Start out with that one, because if your passion is in it, it's going to be a lot easier to keep it going. So we're going to talk about risk in the sense that it relates to age, it relates to time, and in investing, to tie it all together. So what do I mean by how risk relates to age? I think we can all agree on the fact that the younger you are, the more risk you can take before you get wiped out. Not only in a health way, but in a financial way. I started learning about business when I was right after high school, college starting. That's when I started Fresh Baked Goods. Started learning about that aspect. So I learned, I'd say, at a fairly young age. I wish I would have taken it more seriously back then, because if I had just stuck, and consistency is key. Consistency is the biggest thing that kind of ties it all together in a ribbon, in a way. But I was at a younger age to where I can start a business, use the money I was making from my W-2 job to pay for business expenses, stuff like that, to actually build my business up. Because I remember the shirts, I was paying for everything out of pocket coming from my W-2 job. So you're younger, you can actually take more risk, and there's less of life impending on you. You don't have to worry about necessarily a house, kids, maybe. There's just less financial burden on you. The older you are, the less risk you can take, because you have to start to consider other people around you. You have family, you have a family, whether it be older folks or younger folks. So you have to take those into account. So next is how it relates to time. We all know time is probably the most valuable asset that we have. Stocks is going to be your first step. However, it's probably your safest bet, because you're going to get your probably 8 to 10% fairly safe for a long term. So you're going to make money over time. Your next best option is going to be starting a business that you're betting on yourself, essentially. That's how I saw it, starting Untitled Label and all the previous business ventures that I had started. I say that like I started a lot, but just Fresh Baked Goods. Now I'm actually in the midst of starting to learn more and tackle different avenues. Point of the story is, if you're young, you have time to make risky decisions. I'm not telling you to go buy crypto. Figure out what you need to do, but take risks, start a business, start a hobby that you enjoy, and put your all into it. Literally, it's a risk. If you're older, play it more safe. You have stocks. You might have Social Security, you might not. but you definitely want to have something to cushion you for the long term in case things don't pan out as they should. So take the appropriate level of risk, your risk tolerance, and I wish you all success.